ebia still no your friend saying if I can say warranty ni saa nneɛma no ebi wɔ hɔ a betumi ayi eti no make sure say obi da yɛkyi ɛnyɛ no nko a enim sɛ apa wohwɛ mu a nneɛma bebree a yɛtaa tɔ paa ne bo ɔden ɛyɛ house nti yɛ payment free ɛho kɔ no baabi a deɛ na emu edu paa no most of the time no ɛyɛ house nti wo pay ɛba wɔ hɔ na bebree kɔ a na house gye bebree na wonni bibi da wɔkyi a apart from say bi a house no kora bibi si bi na wɔ sɛ ɔkɔyɛ a wotumi sɛ yana ɛden ɛno yɛ number 2. Number 3 so what sizable down payment sizable down payment no you say 3% betumi aget you into your brother free betumi aka kyerɛw brame de wesa bam bi hanging mame say you say 3% betumi ama dan right you say your friend say 3% betumi ama dan but at least wo kakra ɛyɛ ɛboa last time I mean obi ka say the down payment say na metua me de to hɔ ɛyɛ I'm say maybe a down payment come say 100%. Bobo 100 ekofa no he to dan 300,000 400,000 be dey tua ni na ya na edin iti no udi kakra to ho no ma na den na betimi ayi no so betimi ma monthly mortgage aba form so betimi avoid the PMI no ade ba ko ya o PMI ho tua kra ye it doesn't help you and it doesn't do anything to you. It helps the lender. Hey, ABB and Kebu Akra is different. It helps the lender. Into the fair near EB and Mau and Kabibi and Fow. Said now TSS can abroad between half for a day. It's nipa will be 20% no so betimi okay. And also just say, bet now 4, 6, 7 years. Send me this 20% na me dia kwakoye. And also a new good idea. It's not to be a mechanic say me koto da be a dine 500,000. Now say at this point, me home beso 300. That's a 300 me to 20%. Me to me 20%. Now mato me 300. You can there's no law just say won't me move up our house. No. Say nyame ha dom na niam to 2 year. Betimi say move up our house no. Betimi akwa koto me 500 at that time. Maybe as that na e ko be 600. Betimi build equity kakra wa ha. Na me jai because me focus na ne say saa bia saa we na pese me duru. It always betimi move up. So it's now cross me train cross hard say maybe me 20% ma avoid PM and me kuta house hard ye. Into your sizable one a bit more because the me say you share contract ni na so 3% contract no most time na clauses no any upfront fees na too much very too much we share sa clause ya na nye by a bit me get you into a house but we share other different contracts na mortgage contract ni bi ho no free 5% e kono ya na nye bank at least to me you ho na 5-10 bia e di shema ye it number 1 say fancy ya ready no one because we are not going to base on just the interest rate and the just prices going up and the data. We have to use wisdom though by in there we see making sure say turn us why you're ready we'll check all these boxes now. The last one we'll make sure say a mortgage payment a month no any more than 25% of your take home pay and say maybe 10,000 a bit year we'll say making sure say my mortgage interest your friend saying homeowners nesan say we do be it me define a different bit because suggest the mortgage homeowners near the account media to me them if you say sani money na 25% and 10,000 or say sani money to take about 2,500 say take it 2,500 into issue say if the mortgage for the month me 25% of my take home pay APSS can set down cost rule say interest rate cost na say bit me atua when you say yes I'm paying more interest rate, I'm paying more for the house still na affect me am me ntimi nya niam bebre bit still affect me cause ntimi nya niam bebre o say me financially because near dan nko na ye finance mu bebre up so this cat woman ma omo no for college obi up so ye bibi fufuro bi other financial issues e wo ho no me no nko I say this cat to ho ma ye daache it yes scan na kudi dan mu sa na friends na esa na no I house poor no focus no should be say you ready rather than say you share the interest rate no the price of the house na cost no kwa I will see who say me kind you talk we use wisdom at the same time no you ready than that I mean say that so RDB also broacha champions also RDB or ha you way so make commitment to us
yeah so On the interest rate now, you said nah. I think sir,
Uh-huh.
I always use this analogy. Said
Uh-huh.
you get married to your home and you date your interest rate.
Uh-huh.
In that, what
What's it?
historically, anybody can Google it. When they started originating interest rate in the 70s,
Uh-huh.
it started 18%,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
In the 80s, no cry, I think it was all the way 14%.
Right. So
16. People were buying houses too.
when they started originally was 18%.
That's right.
One was you say, oh yeah, you said 18%, but
Mm-hmm.
people home prices were low. Yes, it's true,
Yeah,
but at that point also, no, you realize that income has quadrupled since then, right?
that is right. That
It's
is right.
in today's market when somebody is paying $100,000.
Mm-hmm.
In those days, probably somebody was making $20,000,
Yeah.
right? So everything has gone up steadily.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand that, especially most of us who were paying attention to the news from COVID years, to come from two and quarter
Mm-hmm.
and now times three, and sometimes depending on your credit times four.
Right. Uh-huh.
I know it's heart wrenching,
Yep.
but
Yep.
the hope is, like you said early, you buy something that you can manage it. Rate is not going to stay
Mm-hmm.
this forever.
That's right.
There even just the job report we had this time last week,
Uh-huh.
interest rate has improved drastically.
Yep.
Two
Yep.
weeks ago, you'll be looking at 8%, but as we speak, I'm locking people in 7.5 and even under
And that.
because
Okay.
the market has just improved drastically just last week.
Mm-hmm.
So all that I'm trying to say is that you prepare yourself, just like you are saying, get a home you love.
Yep.
Ah, Uber and so I like the place. But 2 years from now, 3 years from now, rate will be looking close to 5% or lower five. At that
Uh-huh.
point, you'll be able to refinance it. You can shave off 200, 300, 400, 500, even $1,000, depending on the size of your home. So it is very important. And one of the things I just want to chip in quickly is on the down payment aspect, right?
Mm-hmm.
Any that thing that you're buying, like a first time buyer, you got down 3% on conventional. Your interest rate with somebody who is putting 20%, if you have the same credit scores, it doesn't matter. It is a rate driven based on your credit scores. What matter with a down payment, versus okay, will be the 10% versus all the three. Yes, the mortgage insurance, you see the difference because the more you are able to bring to the table, the less your mortgage insurance premium is calculated, especially on conventional loans. Three things drive your mortgage insurance on conventional if you don't have 20, which is one, your credit score, two, your DTI, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the loan value, whether it's higher balance or how do you call it, a jumbo loan or another
Jumbo loan.
normal conventional loan. So in terms of the credit scores in there, if you bring 3%, or we bring it 10%, so far as you have the same credit score, they give you the interest rate the same, but the mortgage insurance premium,
Premium.
the higher your down payment and the higher your credit score, the lower it is. But when you bring it to FHA loan, FHA is flat. Whether you have whatever,
You pay
it's always
PMI.
point 55 MI. However, if you also are able to bring a little bit of down payment, then it begin to make a difference with FHA loan. Then it goes down, especially when you can bring 10%. If somebody bring 10% to FHA instead of mortgage insurance being 0.55, it drop you to 0.44. So that is one of the areas that usually affect lower down payment. But on 100% is no. Um, the whole time I've been practicing, if you come to me and especially our first time, but oh Alex, our first Obi so two of you and five and twice you free. Me say no. There's no free thing in America.
Hold on. One can you say 100%? You mean no money down?
No money down.
Uh-huh. Because okay,
Anybody
100%
that,
say why they got to 100%? It's like I'll be super
right.
money quick.
So Anybody that comes to me particular, I would advise I say no, 100% is not a good investment because if we be the 3% back next year money 7.5 by 100%, automatically the lender need to charge you a half or quarter of a point. Why? Or no more 400,000. Your scheme is not in the game,
Yeah.
and they have to punish you so that if something happen, they know say okay we've recouped some of our money, and so there's hope. Save 3%, and most especially if you are first time buyers. There are programs, tons of programs as we speak. Every day I'm discovering new programs. Ah, you can only bring 1%, or even if you have down payment, you can bring your money, and depending on your income, you can see also get this free money that you can add up to it. Even some of them up to a tune of 17,500 that you don't have to pay. It's not rate sensitive, all depending on your income and then your whether you are first time. And a first time by definition quickly is defined in America. Say, Obia, you've not owned a home in the past 3 years. So if you had a home, you've sold it, and 3 years has come, you are saying consider a first timer, and you'll be able to take advantage of this program. I yield. Thank you so much, bro.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, folks, me catch them say you drew house in your Alex and say your brother Kuni Anthony about omoye crofobia umbetin aboy. Raw area baby I remember the information am I na I'm for make a team touch. I'm for test me say. Yeah. Anyway, so said the air canon. Usually no being ready no that chance say you between na actually no I say based on a yinko an the ends as yet to take adeno. Hey, as the old time market no and you good. Hey, house is say beko from party. The interest rate in the say be a bit me from about so na from about so depending on the economy, depending on the Fed no, and no ultimately any control so yeah, depending on the economy. Example, and I can say within you cry a job reports for the past 3 months no if any my question predictions ever say there ever conform but say bibi see the last 2 quarters here a bit me as change you know yeah it in your abutre into your book near steady now at the same times no you prepare na yeah may baby and here make a see putting something on the skin on the game no you know say sɛdeɛ ɔkaeɛ no ɔno koraa ɔpɛ ɛno na ɔde didi o nso ɔsɛ ɔba no aka kyerɛ sɛ memfa biribi anto aseɛ koraa no a ɔntwi mfa so ma wo nkɔ ɔbɛka sɛ still fa biribi to hɔ korakora saa deɛ nyɛ because ɔpɛ sɛ at least no ɔtɔ dan no na ɛbɛboa wo na wo so ɔtumi at least wɔ equity kra kakra wɔ mu to start off no koraa wɔ equity kakra wɔ mu a ɛyɛ ada nyɛ bad nyɛ sɛ nyɛ bi a ɛno na gidigidi yɛde hwehwɛ deɛ but at least te sɛ nneɛma atotɔ yie ɔmo wɔ mu ɔmo nim nneɛma a ɔbɛyɛ a ɛbɛtumi aboa ama ɛnkɔyɛ gidigidi bebree anaasɛ ɛma ebia na wontɔ de bia emu bebree ha yɛtɔ dan wohwɛ sɛ ne yɛtɔ dan no a yɛntɔ no the right way nti bi wie no na obi kan yɛ sɛ ɛyɛ house poor adeɛ yɛ paa yɛ house poor wotumi tua wo mortgage ɛyɛ biribi awie na wowie adeɛ aka wontumi wonya bi koraa nyɛ hwee ɛnyɛ good practice you can always buy what your strength is at that time na wɔtumi akɔ soro wobɛtumi akɔ soro there's no law bi a ɛkyerɛ sɛ wontumi ɛtɔ dan a wontumi nkɔ soro wobɛtumi akɔ soro time a wapɛ biara bi wɔ koraa depending on your what kind of mortgage awɔ bi wɔ koraa na clauses nim sɛ bebree hɔ no ayɛ na ɛbɛyɛ 3 years ne ade wotɔn fie no a ɛwɔ sɛ wonya saa ansa na clauses ne ade no obi wɔ a nte saa wotumi hwɛ wo contract a wayɛ deɛ ɔtiefoɔ yɛaba biom your boy Patrik Barfi High Life Radio and OTA sikasɛm na yɛde brɛ no de bi ɛka sɛ woyɛ adwuma kama sika ba na wohu ho ano a hyɛ wɔ ha na every Monday 7 to 9 p.m. na yɛmfa nhyehyɛ so yɛyɛ sikasɛm ho adwuma bebree wɔ ha make sure sɛ yɛansa questions bebree ɛnyɛ ne ɛdan ho asɛm ne yɛka but biribiaa ɛfa from anything especially personal finance no yɛka ho asɛm wɔ ha no ɛna nyɛ sɛ yɛsua adeɛ so also wɔ kakra otimi de boa na yɛnyinaa ayɛ fɛfɛɛfɛ. Ne a few questions bi wɔ mu nti yɛde bɛba na afei yɛwa yɛ friend saying Fifi, Richie, your friend saying bro champon hey minua and then me shall watch a power and then masate uka in your kwabraso and then waba but I'm tough time or hapa ya otadi when me the press gidi wa hado na say dey me tell catch kwabra welcome yo let me say naka ye twaso let me say ye the next one I mean say ye ready no but yenua be at the question be aba ti yenhwe se be ho adwuma abro memo akọ first or say what's he saying? What's it? What is the best advice for first time buyers? I'm saying no one sem na near kikana. Iti bro let's say oh hope so kwa obetumi akọ. What's the first best advice? Yo I'm so nuni ho. Yo best advice kakra me want say you share a dine to you know a very I'm say me free. Bro oh okay yo yenua obisa say advice ben what the best advice I ma first timer be first timer or to fee first time yo you mu bibra ya prepare ho to fee first time first timer me can say you mu bibra ya prepare ho to fee number one they also say we shouldn't base just on interest rates buying a home interest rates buying a home and I say share the price na cost no near the because we want more share the rate price no cost no did mirika ho so kra na okwakoto that's adeba kwa wasi ehwe ho asem kan yi pa and two said the in your kind so why ready especially where yi nyama bebre e ka bebre free ho a ya na eboa because tua dan ka emu edu said they can obi onuma ebi ya rent ebi kra na ye rent no kra no ye obi na esa rent he 1,000 credit to 500 now all of a sudden from that time no to 2,000 straight no yeah na do mind blowing it just all of a sudden we have to scrap to most scrap union na na eko into other payment it me yaro it me ma was just nyama change all of a sudden we say it was a change situation or you have to be ready for all those things no and making sure say will be that wachi and the nya papa because ya rent ya che ya yemfa che say bibi ebesi bia ye frɛ ne aba be ye frɛ ne aba be ye ntwa hwe wo ho na all of a sudden wakoto dan wo dan na within 2 months na start issue to na starting you know change you bibia tunis card at that point no was why frustrated and a down payment no at least sizable the kakra ma we me make sure say ha nipa bibia ita afili wa ha obi na kan and I say you should be a saying or say the thinking of the poor and the thinking of the richer. The poor people know how much do I pay a month? Oh, no, actually, no. But poor people, how much is the whole thing? Rich people, how much is the whole thing? You know, poor people, the address send a meeting at chair, but some send me chair. The other one class me city and dream. Oh, send your friend saying, the monthly pay is saying, or share monthly pay 4,000. Also the 8,000, but when I say we craft 4,000, but your calculations now we say, yeah, no, one yama be grabby to account. It's in making sure say home buying the rule of thumb they say oh to make sure say the 25% of your take home pay and they call mortgage so with me other things financially tinaka crime account men pray
Okay.
it's a dynamic now koso bro
Yes, so you said the right thing. Sorry, me driving to as an interject.
uh,
So one of the things also we want to consider is making sure that you put your credit scores in order. Because I've heard people say, oh, Obi Krasa or 580 can buy me a home. Yes, it's true. But at what cost it is to you? And so it's very important. So one, you work on your credit scores. Credit scores, credit score, credit scores. On FHA loan, which is the government loan, the normal credit score that they require is 620. However, anything under 620 can get it done for you, but you'll be punished for getting under 620 credit scores. And also that one also requires you to bring a hefty down payment, which is 10%, right? So if you want to be safer, at least make sure say on FHA now, you are shooting for 620. Conventional loans, yeah, people will say even 640 can do it, 660. No. I always say if you want to target conventional, make sure your credit scores are going to 700 or better. And so let's educate ourselves as first time buyer, second time, making sure our credit scores are good. Make sure if you are first time buyer, like Nana said, not necessarily paying all your debt, but you need to make sure you are not overusing your credit card. The term of the rule is credit card or your overall credit line, you cannot exceed 30%. And the first say be a Thanksgiving, but now my best buy credit card. Number 10,000, number 6,000. I can assure you, say, what check your creditor, 50 point is going to disappear instantly. And so when you are no Mr. You make sure say as a first time buyer, and then you make sure you don't overspend your credit card. Two, if you are going to co-sign a loan, you need to be very careful as somebody who is preparing to go buy a home. Somebody will ask you, say, oh, to be co-sign, meant to me and to feel no, you can buy. But if the time that you are going to buy the home is close, now will be car. The payment is $1,000, 300, a student loan, whatever it is. Right there, no, it's not going to stop you from buying. But guess what? It's going to drop your credit score heavily. And it's going to take some time before you're going to recover from your credit scores, right? And also make sure, sometimes if you are going to co-sign a loan, I'm not talking about first-time buyers, anyone who is listening or anybody who are thinking they want to buy a home, if they are going to co-sign any kind of loan that you believe, any part with your own money, it doesn't prevent you from buying. But make sure that the payment is not coming from your account. Manipa na wo co-sign no onintua. So onitua, depending on the loan company, they'll say, okay, show 6 months. Say, yes, car payment in your wutia. Show 6 months. Say, if you we are, uko sign your wutia. But most lenders would like to see 12 months showing, say, okay, it's coming from the primary borrower account and not you. At that point, that debt doesn't count against you. Zero. Your income is tight and secured. And so that is one of the things that I also want to throw in there for first-time buyers or those who are preparing to buy. And sometimes also, no, depending on the programmer, the faster way your first time now work will signing. If some programs as a first-time buyer, you are not going to qualify because by the virtue say within ever did this no now, they're going to say, you are on it, so this is a secondary home. Yeah, we are not going to count against you, but you are not going to get this program that we are offering because you are not a first-time buyer. Nana Medimam back.
Okay, but I mean, Honor said within what did in the because there are some situation whereby say we have somebody that his name is not on the if I said the loan, but indeed what did in so is that both or just one?
Oh, and no crowd there. We did what did in the crowd there, no crowd there, easy for them to make a determination. Because we did because no just any partner your loved one.
Okay.
And right then you own the home. A chromium by the law, no, by virtue of you be on the deed, you are homeowner. You don't have to be on the loan.
On the loan, yes. Okay.
So once your name is there, yes, you are homeowner. But I'm talking about in case of DTI, say your debt to income, no. That's what I'm trying to give guidelines as to say, say the phobia concerning loan mana. Who make sure say the payment doesn't come from who account name no. many pedintia, ama, say, who could to fee near say, hey, would your car note 500? What man say, no, me buano. No, my catch was okay, because just 6 months or 12 months payment, I say, and you know, would you say any penny at that point, even though your name is on it, they don't count it against you.
Right. Okay. Now, a house, if a house near discuss it, you being out there, if you're on the field, Ankasa, you know what's going on. You see people's info near them. I know so waka kakabia for home. Me to me, dear, I think say if you want to have a good relationship with somebody, so cool sign your money papa crano in this way. Obi na kai or say resentment. And say, I think say disappointment a way better than resentment. Menchim kakra say ebi obi si ebi ma miss menye. Ma disappoint nipa no. Ya kan esu atwa. Na mo meyɛ ma nipa na afi kudu baabi na ho kɔba asɛm na mebu afu nipa no de bia no de bia ɛhyɛ wakoma so tim kura kum. I understand that sometimes it be hia mmoa na bibi sa but me fi saa cool sign and saa nneɛma it's about time especially your community gya saa nneɛma no. What do you think about back to your topic? So by says especially cool sign because we hold my na house. I've seen a situation most of the time. I'm even cry, siblings, the big issues because wanyɛ n'adwene sɛ ɛyi ɔbɛtɔ dan sisi akoko san ne ama na few times ɔkɔtɔ dan ana akɔfa issue aba ɔsɛ right then na change na nipa nso ebi ɔntumi change aka bɛyɛ 600,000 so bɛyɛ dɛ watumi akukuru 600,000 a whole lot of it wobɛtumi kakra ayi your take on that.
Yes. So in this co-sign business, it is very, very important that anytime you go in for co-signer, you have to prepare yourself for a long haul. Just like now you are saying. Just imagine, sir, during the COVID years when we have 2 years, 3 years interest rate. No abuwa me no mato me fee. Na me tua $2,000. Na and they will say, e bi a person tobi anase bibi nti no. Uyu di so. Na and then me kwa 7.5, which is times 3 of my current interest rate.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be very difficult for me to yield for you, say, memo financing. And in this case, one way, until the day me unless me told me if you are stuck on my loan forever.
Mm-hmm.
And ubet me mark won't mean refinance it. And I want to say who you dear so the bank will not allow you to take your name off, especially when they come to home. Cars, sometimes some lenders are very flexible. So nipa no make it payment 12 months consistently. Make us only need to some financier they will say, oh yeah, take yourself off. Student loan, student loan, student loan. The same thing. Obi on more because take yourself off. But in most cases, you can't take yourself off unless any panel refinance it. But one of the things that we need to think through is student loans. Student loan. So even God forbid, any panel sign a man. So in your media cry. Wow, signing the fact say what you are responsible for it. And in the United States, every debt would you it can be 10 million, 20 billion. So far as you have a genuine proof of natural. Oko bankruptcy, the court to forgive you. Student loan is the only exception. And you go sign will be student loan. Na se nipa no won't na or sell credit. Also, any make of bankruptcy, cry na say, yeah, you may free so many down. Unless the lawyer even doesn't know what they are doing. A car wouldn't deny the better, but the student loan will still remain on you. And that is one on the co-sign. Sir. And people always throw this zinc out there. Oh, Woody, you are the second on the loan. Oh, a loan no cranny, any trainer was oh, you're third. And Woody, you are just a co-borrower. Please and please, there is nothing like a co-borrower in the eyes of the lender. Whether we are 10 people on the loan. Your name is the number 10. They see you as the number 1. And they hold all the 10 people equally accountable for the repayment of the loan. Manuel Sinana.
Yo, the Reka Kakran say next week your topic near student loan. The fan said yeah, throughout the week now to Monday you be discussing. You be go in depth. Student loan, we have more to talk about, especially that cool your friend saying class loan, parents will sign, and also a way pa. Another one about the house, no so dear no. Me de bɛka kakra your brother kan say the amanfoɔ nim so no sɛ yɛmfa sɛ mede bro Alex ayɛ me co-signer na biribi saa si. I love the house. I want to be in there. Many situation bi a metumi ayɛ ama na yi ne deɛ free so ne ade. Deɛ baako a ebi so obetumi ayɛ nso sometimes obetumi afɔ so a mo asɛle house no. Obetumi go legal way and the drew a court no obetumi aka sɛ mo ntɔn fi. Ne bi anka baabi afei ne family ne ade da no wakɔtɔn. Most of the time, it be co-sign about because one, your home soil. Two, if we are buying too much of a house, the home your home team real your cohonum, you know, a percent of 700,000, 800,000, maybe I'm home so 400. Intianutina was say a cocofa will be man be sign. To me, need the end it's about time I come to your say here. I know say in the past, you be that co-sign will be co-sign if he say okay. Say when send yeah near be brief he say oh other oh cosign will be an eye then be crying your mouth to but I think say knowing what I know now no it looks as if a big mistakes and probably brave. I know a situation whereby will be cosigning will be no school cosigning man no taught that be school now within 2 years no worry was so much that it was a big fight, it was a big issue. People are not nice but yeah big between them. So I don't think so right now. Chroma solve that issue every. Hey, it you know, young train see a home song, especially your brother no can one about first time. No, so home song ya tobo net to near my never koto. Don't base on interest rates alone and the prices of the house and other better. We go through the policies now. The friends said the plan I can say even those things in our through. Betting at all because what go through the process. I'll be when you say why you're ready, you are prepared. Yes, and I'll be at all. But me, I into on crowd. Me and Tonka, betting at all. You know, that is what we have for you as your friends and first time. I was the first time I advise for we know. Yo, so what's up, so kasa? Me was over her. Opeso kasa. O send me chat. I can add you for you to talk. Yo, it's your next your friends say your next way so yeah. The next one here,